There it is.
Good morning, Andrew.
Good morning, Shannon. Thank you for having me here.
Oh my gosh, thanks for coming. First of all, Jason is out gallivanting the United States.
Yeah, just having a great time, and you and I are working today. So
Here we are.
what's fair? I think you
Kicking
made
us.
the beach, right? So
I know, and it's a gift that you're able to join because it used to be every Tuesday morning you went to spin class.
yeah, that is true. And now my wife's schedule has changed, so I no longer have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and go to spin class. So I'm here instead, which I think is probably less good for my body, but very good for my mind. So.
Thank you. Thank you, Kenna, for shifting your class time. So Andrew could be made available on those days that Jason is. Where do you think the word gallivanting even came from?
I feel like it feels very medieval to me, so I feel like it must be someplace in Europe. So I feel like that I picture a knight gallivanting around, so that has to be what it is.
I think so too. It must mean something like, sitting the right way on the horse so that you could just
Yeah,
stab
it's
your
and I
enemies.
also feel like there's like a show off component to it. So you're being a little bit of a show off when you're gallivanting. So yeah, that's
If this
exactly what
is
Jason is doing right now.
yes, the show off, the knight, it's medieval. If this is not what gallivanting means, don't tell us in the comments.
Don't tell me. I don't want to know.
This is what gallivanting means
Yeah.
to us. Basically, the knight looks like Jason Anthony.
He's in very shiny armor. He's bouncing around on his horse, very far away.
Yeah.
Just thinking he is the king of the castle. So
Yeah, I guess he kind of is. And
yeah,
so thank you for joining me so that we could have Try New Tech this morning
yeah,
without that guy.
yeah. No problem. I'm so happy to be here. I don't know if I'm a Jason Anthony, but I will do my very best.
Oh my gosh, stop it, Andrew. I'm glad you're here. Unlike Jason Anthony, you probably wouldn't buy a vegan carrot cake at Whole Foods that
No,
had some things written on it that I was surprised Whole Foods would write.
yeah, no, probably not. Carrot cake's probably my least favorite cake form. I know people are always surprised by that. It's just not my favorite. Yeah,
What?
yeah. Maybe I just haven't had the right one yet. Maybe that's the problem.
Oh, is
Yeah.
it the carrot raisin cake or is it the cream cheese icing?
I don't know. I just maybe it's just them combined together. I have no. I've had carrot cake since I was a kid, though. To like, you know what it is? I bet you what it is that my cousins used to ask for it on their birthday. So like when the whole extended family would get together, they were like there was like two or three of them. My girl cousins that like loved carrot cake, so they would make that for them. And I think I was like kind of pissed because like I would have ice cream cake on my birthday. So I
Yeah.
was like, why are you not picking ice cream cake or like something else? Because I was 9 and they're picking carrot cake, and then I get all excited for cake, and then we'd sing happy birthday, and then I'd be like, oh dang, it's carrot cake. So maybe that's where it comes from.
Okay. I believe that in this morning's carrot cake therapy session, we have uncovered
Yeah,
the reason for the hate. What I thought it was weird you didn't like carrot cake, but I think it's even weirder. A child would
yeah.
choose carrot cake as their birthday cake.
I think yeah. You have a kid, so kids are unpredictable. They're kind of weird. I used to ask. I remember one year my mom made fun of me. She still makes fun of me today for this. That I asked for salmon with like lemon and caper that she used to make for my birthday one year for dinner, and she was like, "That's what you want for your birthday dinner?" And I was like, "Yes, that's what I like." So I don't know. Kids are unpredictable.
I don't know what's weird about that. Your mother is a wonderful cook.
She is a very good cook. That is true.
Yes, I will tell you, I do not miss going through chemo, but it was very nice that your mom dropped off. I, I don't know how many meals, but
Yeah.
she is especially good at making soup.
Yeah, she's very yeah, she just made a ton of corn chowder. My dad had corn that came in his garden, so they had like I don't know, like 12 or 15 corn cobs, and yeah, she just made corn chowder this week. I haven't had it yet, but it looked really good. So
All right, Laura. Well, we've just run the whole gamut of,
mhm,
what you should eat, where you should go, and there is literally zero transition I have, Andrew,
yeah.
into the AI tool that I want to
Okay,
show you
that's
today.
okay. That's us. So it's all good. People are getting the real deal.
Yeah, that's it exactly. So I found a miniature single-use tool that is called Human Tone,
Okay.
humantone.io. and I want to show it to you today. Now, last week, Andrew, Jason, and I talked a little bit about the difference between having a single use. This is kind of like a single use appliance in your kitchen. Do you
Yeah.
need an egg slicer? No, you need a good knife. Last week, we found inside of Data Groomer an AI tool that would assist you while you're in the app, which I thought was nice. This is not like that. This is standalone. Alton Brown would absolutely hate
Yep.
this tool, but I think it's pretty cool, so I want to show it to you.
Sounds good.
Excited
Yeah.
about it?
Yeah. I don't know anything about it, but I do understand the analogy really well. So,
I knew you would. I
yeah.
know that you're one of the Alton Brown OG lovers.
Yes, of
Okay,
course.
so this is called human tone, and one of the things that's really cool about human tone is you can use a tool that will rearrange your writing.
Okay.
So what is going to happen here with human tone is human tone can either rewrite your phrase, completely rewriting it while preserving your meaning. So it's looking for emotional depth and it's also looking for SEO. And one of the things I'm so interested in right now, Andrew, is that people who don't traditionally pay for SEO may start writing for AI to recognize the things they're putting on their website or their blog so that they can be found in AI search as people are starting to switch to that as their default instead of, Google or Bing or whatever they're using to search.
Yeah, I mean, how hard is it to understand the rules of SEO? I mean, the first time that we hired someone to help us with SEO, we were like, "What are you talking about? Main lines, line two, line three." We were just blown away by all the different intricacies that it holds. So I think, yeah, being able to have something that automatically takes what you're writing, what you're meaning about, and putting it into a way of actually being helpful for your website
Right.
is that sounds amazing to me.
I know. I think this is pretty cool. So it will rewrite it. It says that the writing is undetectable by AI scanners. And as an adjunct professor, I'm very familiar with AI scanners. Now, you don't use it to say, AI wrote this for you, but it will give a percentage.
Yeah.
This is what we think. But on the other side, it has a humanizer, which I think is really, really interesting. Polishes existing text without altering the core structure. It enhances the readability, refines the language, and adds a subtle warmth. So it's looking to say, how can I take this AI generated text that you probably used generative AI to create, but
Yeah.
make it sound a little more human?
Yeah, I think that's the main issue, right? Is that I think we're running into a piece where there's a lot of people who are using AI and they're not checking it, so they're just kind of running their prompts through it. They're getting maybe presentations, they're getting papers, they're getting whatever. They're working on maybe a technical piece for their website, but then if you're not checking it very frequently, you are missing the point that a lot of times it isn't very warm and it is lacking the human touch. And I don't, as humans, I feel like we're designed to notice when things don't look the same as others, right? So
Mhm.
I think something like this is perfect because it's the best of both worlds. You can continue to use AI, you can continue to bolster what you have on your website or what you need to complete, but then also at the same time still giving it that human touch. And I'm sure, Shannon, that there's a way to make this sound even more like yourself the more that you use it.
Yeah, I think you've nailed it, Andrew. You're exactly right. And I think you particularly have a really recognizable writing style. I mean, you're an enthusiastic human in general, but your writing comes across that same way too. So,
Yeah,
you use a lot of exclamation
I
points. And I
do.
think if somebody sent me 5 different paragraphs and was like, which one's Andrew's, I could pick it out in a second.
Yeah, you probably could. Everyone makes jokes about that in the office. I have that classic millennial thing where when Shannon sends me something with a period, I think she's mad at me. So I do use a lot of exclamation points. So yeah, that's the thing. If I used AI and my clients are used to receiving a certain correspondence from me, or people are used to seeing a certain correspondence from me with a lot of exclamation points and enthusiasm, and it looks like a robot wrote it because it did. um, yeah, it would need a little zhuzhing, as they say. So definitely would need some exclamation points and some enthusiasm. That would be my prompt. Please write this with more enthusiasm.
I absolutely love that. That is so great. And, it's interesting to see how these things will start to develop. But let's pick one. I copied a paragraph that is coming from our book, which
Yeah,
is at the editor right now.
very exciting.
Yes, it
Yes.
is about sales operations, a very wonderful topic to us, maybe dry to other people. So you pick, Andrew. Should we rewrite it or should we humanize it?
I really want to see the humanizer. I
Okay.
think that's got to be the most interesting to me.
Well, what's going to be fun about this is I actually literally wrote this myself. So it should be human, but we'll see. It says it's perfect for emails, quick edits, or drafts you already like but want more readable, which I don't think is appropriate English, but who am I?
Mm,
Okay, so I'm
English.
popping in here an opening to one of our chapters about gaining executive buy-in, and I'm going to process
Right?
text. You can see here it says 1 credit. So I started this with 10 credits. You get 10 free credits before you have to sign up, and
I love free stuff.
I do too.
Yeah.
So they give you the original request so you can, sort of compare it.
Wow, it
It
added a lot. Whoa.
did. Okay,
Wow.
so let's see. So my writing was kind of formal,
Yeah.
which makes sense. It's
It's a
a
book. Yeah.
slightly academic book.
Yeah.
Once the desire for a sales operations team is expressed and needs analysis is performed, changes into once there's interest in starting a sales ops team and you've completed a needs analysis, it does sound slightly more conversational. What do you think?
I think so. I think a little bit. I suppose it really depends on the situation, right? Now, like, what are you trying to convey? Do you need more humanization when it's, yeah, like you said, it's more leaning towards the academic side? I don't know. I think it is interesting to see what they view humanization as, depending on what the situation is.
I totally agree. It's interesting to see how this, formatted. Like I said, W. Edwards Deming famously said, and they're saying, as W. Edwards Deming put it. So, you know what I think this could
Mm,
be interesting for is if you are delivering a talk or a
yeah,
presentation and you want to make it sound more human to your audience. Because if I talked like this in front of a, room full of people, they might be like, whoa, she's so stilted and formal.
yeah, yeah. So maybe that's also part of self awareness, which we also talk about all the time. Is like, okay, do you struggle with like just kind of reading off of the prompter and reading off of what you already have, and like, do you need a little bit more fun injected into into your talk? So I know there's plenty of speakers out there on LinkedIn and people who are watching this who probably think, yeah, I could use a little help with my speaking. So maybe that is a really good use case for this.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting one. It's fun to play around with.
Yeah.
Again, I think what I've been noticing while Jason and I are running this podcast, vlog, talk show, what is it?
Live stream. I don't know. Yeah.
Yes. While we're running it, one of the things I've noticed is a lot of people are using already, and this asked me at the beginning, did I want to use OpenAI?
Yeah.
So they're using AI that already exists. They're slightly narrowing it down, which
Mm.
somehow, Andrew, reminds me of Salesforce having the industry clouds, life sciences cloud, health cloud, manufacturing cloud. They're taking the big product and narrowing it down for a really specific use.
Yeah, and I feel like that is the way of the future, right? I think now that we have so much technology out there in the world, I think broad strokes there's so many platforms. So the idea now is to say, okay, we've created everything, we have the means to get things done and to kind of revolutionize the workforce. Now it's time to use that technology and pare down into niches, which I believe is what they're doing. And that's what, yeah, like you said, that's what AI was doing at first. It was very broad. It was like, oh, anybody can use anything for what they're doing. But now they have AI for pretty much anything you might imagine. So
Totally agree with you. This is something that is really fun. This is why we do this every Tuesday. We do it this early because, as you know, Andrew, at 8:15, we have a scrum meeting to
we
get
do
to.
have our sales scrum. So we will be very soon heading over there and talking to the sales team.
We will. Andrew, thank you for joining me today.
No problem.
Appreciate it. We have a little tradition here. When we end the show, we smoz for the camera while I click end stream, and everybody on LinkedIn and YouTube and Discord can say bye to us. So you're just smozing, you're pausing, you're smiling with your eyes, and I'll see everybody next Tuesday. Thanks, Andrew.
Sounds good. Thank you.